Hello there everyone, and welcome back to a quick and dirty episode of TF2 TALK with Gamerman H. This video is a bit of a follow-up, if you couldn't tell by the title of the video, to my video on the Meet Your Match update. This is going to be on the Day 3 Casual Mode update, the thing that Valve added after everyone in the community started being very loud about their dislike of it. So for those of you who don't know exactly what I'm talking about, let me give you a quick recap. This last weekend, Valve released an update for TF2 called Meet Your Match. It had 2 days. Day 1 added in casual mode, and competitive mode was pulled out of beta. Casual mode replaced the good old-fashioned quick play, and competitive just kinda stayed competitive. The problem with these, though, is that there was a bug causing long load times. The other big issue is that the community started to dislike 2 different things that Valve did when they released the casual mode. So I want to discuss, for just a minute or two, the 2 reasons that the community got outraged, and what I think about both of them, because I have a bit of a different opinion than most people on it. So the 2 main problems I see that the community was having are as follows. One of the big issues people had was that quick play was removed. The old quick play button, you'd press it, you'd choose a game mode, you could add some filters if you wanted, and just get dropped into a random game mode that was either on a Valve server or a community server. And that the Valve community servers were removed in favor of the casual servers. Now, for the first issue, which I saw a lot of people whining about, I want to say if you're mad that they removed the quick play option and you think that casual is a one-to-one replacement for the good old-fashioned casual servers, and you go into, or pub servers, and you go into casual mode thinking, oh, since Valve replaced the good old-fashioned pub with this, it must be exactly the same, and that's what you're whining about, and you think that's exactly how TF2 is going to be all the time right now? I need you to, look below the man versus machine option to community servers. That will pop up your server browser, and you can actually go and play all the pubs that are run by fans. And there are plenty of servers that don't overdo the plugins anyway. If you just know how to use tags in the map search feature, you'll be fine. So stop your whining. It's not just casual and competitive in this game now. There are still your pubs. And to the people who are angry that Valve has removed their pub servers, I don't know exactly how I feel yet. See, there are some people out there, like this guy who was commenting on one of my videos, who live in an area where they can't get decent connection to anything that doesn't have a ton of plugins that kind of ruin how the game feels. They used to rely on the Valve servers that were located decently nearby to get a decent connection to something that wasn't a completely changed game, plugin-riddled horrible mess. Now, for people like that, I do sympathize, but there are people who are uploading servers every day that do not have plugins, that are basically vanilla, or some that just have 1 or 2 advertising plugins that say in the corner, hey, it's this server, and have an announcement like, hey, if you want to donate to help me keep this alive, then you can do so. I've actually played on a couple of servers that just had those 2 plugins, and they're wonderful servers, and I can totally understand why they would have those there. Running a server is not cheap. Those are the 2 main issues I saw people talking about. There were a couple other people, or quite a few other people actually, that were saying that TF2 was dead now, that casual was the only way to play. That you had to be in a 12v12 match. That you had to play the objective. That if you left early in a game, you got an abandon penalty. This was all going to ruin the game. And for people who are still saying that kind of stuff, and a quick response to Valve on the removal of the abandon policy, I think you're really dumb, and I really dislike this removal of the abandon penalty. As far as I can tell, adding in casual was a way for people to play competitive without playing competitive. It was just like the bootcamp mode from man versus machine, and it should have kept the abandon penalty because that is there in competitive, and people who are playing the casual mode need to understand that is how that is. Basically, we have 3 levels of server now. We used to have just 2. There were pubs, and there were unofficial competitive. Now, we have pubs, which you can leave, come in, leave, do whatever you want on. And then there's the casual matches, where it's 12v12, locked in, do the objective, damn it. And it should have an abandon penalty because people who are playing that might be serious. Maybe they can't play competitive, or maybe they don't feel like playing competitive because they don't think they're good enough, but they need that practice, and they don't want to be on a team that's unbalanced because people keep leaving. And then there's the competitive, which is, competitive. And I do agree with them saying that they need to add in vote kick, because that was something I was seriously missing, and that people being allowed to join in mid-game to replace people who have left is something that should be done, although they should get XP. I don't know I heard they weren't getting it right now, and that should be changed. But removing the abandon penalty is total crap, and they really, really, really should add it back in. I get the feeling the only reason they removed it is because people aren't really getting the fact that casual is not pubs. Pubs still exist. Casual is something new and different. Anyway, those are just my 2 cents on this subject. I really think that some of the community has been really, really bad at understanding what all of this is supposed to be about right now, and I'm hoping that as things settle down, people start to realize what it is exactly that's been going on, and that we can get stuff like the abandon penalty back, and maybe even a quick play button for people who don't understand how the server browser works. But that's all for me. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day. Hi there, welcome to the After Video thing, where I talk to you guys for just a minute about a couple things that happen outside of YouTube for me. If you want to play games with me, be part of live streams, get into the recording of the videos that you see before you, then all you need to do is go to the Steam group, which has the link in the description. Go ahead and join that, and you'll be able to join discussions about all sorts of different things, what I'm going to be doing with my videos, what people think about different updates or weapons and whatnot, and the ability to join me in my streams and recording to see your beautiful face up here on the screen. And by face, I mean class. You can also like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, even though I never really post to either of those two things. But hey, I've got a page and I've got a Twitter, so, go like and follow. And of course, don't forget to do the subscribing and the liking of the video and all that, because, we all know that it makes everything better for everyone, right? Right? Now you can go ahead and watch this end card here at the end that has videos that you can click on.